When you're in the sugar beet deal where you've had a field that you never reached 18 and you now get 28, that's pretty meaningful. You smile at me when you meet me at the coffee table after that. So we'll be talking about that next time. Corn nematodes. The most common nematode, bad nematode in Michigan is the root lesion nematode. It's probably taking 5-10 bushel off the top of every field in the state. And I'll talk more about how to deal with that in just a minute. I know of about 320 different hosts for it, so rotation won't work unless I've spent a whole career looking for this. Pearl melon will reduce populations if you want to use that as a cover crop somehow in your system. That's the only one I've ever found. Needle nematode, you only have it in very coarse textured sands. And when you have it, you'll know you have it, okay? The ears will get about the size of my thumb. They'll be somewhat barren. The corn may be 2.5 feet tall. And so those are the two corn nematodes that I'll talk about. There are 2 seed treatments that are being marketed. Victa by Syngenta. The Victa Complete Corn has an insecticide, a nematicide, and 3 fungicides on it. It will work for root lesion nematode and needle nematode. I had trials on soybean cyst this year. It did not increase my yields. It did not lower my populations. Avicta is an old veterinary medicine compound that basically was used for deworming lambs and cattle, things of that type. Votivo. Votivo is a biological. Votivo is a bacterium. Votivo is Bacillus firmus. I actually worked with a Israeli venture capital company when this was developed before Bayer got it. And it's also being marketed as a seed treatment on corn. The Avicta, we got most of our experience with it in the South on cotton. So we have, for nematicidal things, 5, 6, 7 years, even though in Michigan we only have a couple years experience on corn. Votiva, this will be the first year. It's my understanding that Monsanto will be in the nematicide seed treatment business in 2012. Well, for most of my career, I stayed pretty close to home most of the time, trying to serve you guys here in Michigan. Past 5 years, I've been working in Central Asia, in the former Soviet republics. They're all now their own countries, places like Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, very interesting places. Last summer, I took that picture in Tajikistan, about 20 kilometers north of the northern Afghan mountains. What am I showing you? I'm showing you 5,000 years of serious soil erosion due to overcultivation and overgrazing. What a daunting task it is to try to fix that situation. Can it happen here? So I came home, and we had a big thunderstorm, and guess what? That wasn't in Sanilac County, but it was in Michigan. So we really need to pay attention to our soils and our soil quality. And soil quality, the better the soil quality, the lower the risk of soybean cyst nematode. What do I mean by that? If you're not meeting your yield goals, you may have a soybean cyst nematode problem. You need to know what type it is. If you're not getting your yield response, you match the type with the appropriate varieties. But I also want to leave you with this message. Work on building your soil quality, including your soil organic matter, your A horizon, and in the Midwest we've already lost about 50% of it in the past 150 years. Maybe someday you'll even farm with an O horizon, where most of the microbial activity for nutrient mineralization occurs. And if you work on that soil quality, the good nematodes will begin to help you farm.
George?
Yes?
If a person uses those seed treatments, supposedly have a nematicide in them, won't it detrimentally affect the good nematodes?
If you use the seed treatment, will it detrimentally affect the good nematodes? I'm going to say no on that. From a seed treatment standpoint, there's not a lot, of material there. When we use the broader spectrum nematicides, the answer is it's more of a problem. But while our plant parasitic nematodes have a fairly long life cycle, most of the fungal feeding nematodes that mineralize nutrients for your plants have a 72-hour life cycle. So I get 3 generations in 10 days. And you're not going to get 100% control with the best of stuff. So if you get 90% control after 3 weeks with the good ones, I'm back up to where they were, okay, with the plant parasites. Hopefully they're down for the whole year. But don't ever overuse anything you don't have to, because you want that soil biology working for you. Anything else, Chris? I'm 5 minutes into your time, I guess. But I was given up to 50, so maybe I'm right on time. Anything else? Well, thank you a great bunch, and I'll add those 3 new questions to my list and investigate the one I've got to do some research on.